Okay, so today I want to show you our newest models for 2021. These are, one is from the performance line and one is from the vintage line. And why do they differ between each other? This is mostly due to the fact that construction is quite similar. As you can see, it's a typical two-way bass reflex design, but some features are not so common used or applied in such monitor constructions. First of all, we have used a very interesting tweeter, or shall I call it widebander, which is 9 centimeters wide. And this enables low frequency crossing, and also it makes the sound it makes the presentation of sound much more natural and true in perception. And also you can spot already the woofer, mid woofer, which is here for the performance series. It's made of carbon and attached with a very strong, powerful motor magnet. And this is we call it performance line, also due to the fact that we have prepared this finish and this design for Porsche. And as you can see, there are some similarities in shape, like for example the front is angled a little bit rough, just to make the impression that the speaker is robust, quick, and also on the side you can see special made surfaces which are also angled. This is to simulate the air duct in a typical scoop of Porsche sports car or other performance car. So it's like to create a resemblance between performance sport-tuned car, which has many airflows, and so has this cabinet. This finish is milky gray. This is a Porsche paint, so we also of course are capable to prepare it in other color, other finish. On the rear side you can see the bass reflex tunnel, which is made entirely of wood, which also prevents any vibrations, unwanted resonances. And additionally, you can see socket for banana plugs. Also, right away, you see here the vintage line, which has same box but is finished in suede. And you can also choose different colors. For example, this is very interesting and lively, funny one, blue. Navy blue one. Interesting considering the touch and feel department. And on the front, same widebander as a tweeter, also cut low in crossover frequency. And you can see that the woofer differs quite a lot from the present carbon one. Here we've got a classical cellulose membrane with super elastic upper rubber suspension. And this speaker also has the aluminum die-cast basket, but what is interesting, it works with Alnico magnet. It's equipped with Alnico magnet, and it's from 1970. So the difference between those speakers are like 50 years, so half century. And why have I made such a solution? Because in my opinion, this certain unit has great sonic capabilities. It goes from around 40 Hertz, 35, 40 Hertz, so very, very low for such a cabinet. The internal volume of this cabinet is 15 liters net, and the entire size is 16 and a half centimeters width, 45 in depth, and also 45 in height. But I have first made this construction because we have acquired NOS package with those great woofers from 1970, and this speaker, besides its very good low frequency capabilities, as I said, its self-resonance is around 40 Hertz, also has very wide bandwidth, which means it goes till 6 kilohertz without any stress. So low distortions, you can cut it high, or you can cut it here as we did a little bit low, due to the fact that there is a wide membrane on the full ranger, or as we call it tweeter, as we can call it tweeter. But the whole system sound is very coherent, synergetic, and you also have quite impressive bass and very low bass, not boomy like, from such a small package. I mean, considering its net volume in like 15 liters. And also this is again the performance line, which I think is one of the most beautiful bookshelf speakers we have designed. What can I say more? Both cabinets are made from MDF, but the front has 40 millimeters MDF used, and the rest is was 25 millimeters MDF was applied. So also additional internal bracings to make the box stiffer as possible. So it's quite heavy but very sturdy and solid in feel. So I will stop talking and give you some glimpse considering the overall look of the speakers. Also, the performance series has higher efficiency, which is quite high, I think, very high for such a two-way design. It's 90 dBs. In efficiency, this one has more standard 87 dBs, but except this parameter, the frequency band is quite similar to both of the constructions, but these will sound much warmer. I think this is interesting solution for tube amps, or on the opposite side for quick and dynamic D-class amps or typical solid state. And this one, due to the membrane and special magnet, is very quick, open, little bit warm, but more on the natural side than just a typical warm, very linear. So the difference is sound like this very warm, natural, relaxed way of sounding like a good wine. And here in performance series, you've got more dynamic, more detailed, and robust, or as we can also name it, bigger sound. I would like to show you this our performance line, vintage line with grills. I think they look quite interesting. And here is Happy Playing performance line #1, our speaker, which sound signature is rather on a bit dynamic side, but also warm and natural. This speaker is very efficient. It has 90 dBs efficiency, but most of all it plays very natural, also due to the fact that we applied very good widebender, which here plays role as a tweeter, and very strong and powerful carbon midwoofer. So you can connect this system with D-class amp like Gato, or also Try, I think very interesting on the market, Soul Note Class A solid state amp from Japan, also very interesting design.